I should like to propose 3 simple improvements which could be made to Stamford's rail services. Stamford currently has just 1 train an hour on the hourly Birmingham to Stansted Airport service. There are currently 2 trains per hour between Birmingham and Leicester as part of this cross-country franchise, and it has often been suggested that this should be extended as a 2nd train per hour all the way along the line to Stansted. However, that is not possible because there is insufficient capacity at the junction of Ely to take any more trains, and successive governments have consistently refused to fund the improvements needed there to allow more traffic through the junction. However, this does not prevent extending the 2nd train per hour to run as far as Peterborough. Making this change would mean that Stamford would get its 2nd train per hour to Peterborough, Leicester and Birmingham, a much needed improvement. But this isn't the end of the story, because extending this service as far as Peterborough actually opens up a further opportunity, as there is already an hourly service between Peterborough and Lincoln, serving Spalding and Sleaford in South Lincolnshire. If we were to add this existing service onto the end of a newly created Birmingham to Peterborough service, we would then have direct hourly trains between Birmingham and Lincoln. This would mean that for the first time Stamford would have direct hourly trains to Lincoln, Spalding and Sleaford. That's the first improvement, but there's a second proposal, one which will add more new helpful direct destinations. There is currently 1 train every 2 hours between Ipswich and Peterborough via Bury St Edmunds and Ely. My proposal is to extend this service to run all the way to Derby via Stamford, Melton Mowbray, Loughborough and East Midlands Airport Parkway. This means an extra train every 2 hours from Stamford to Peterborough and new direct services to Ipswich, Bury, Loughborough, East Midlands Airport Parkway and Derby. The third proposal is for an additional departure from Stansted at 9:25 p.m. The current 8:25 p.m. final departure of the day discourages people from choosing to travel to and from the airport by train, as the fear of missing the last departure of the day on their homeward journey is too great. These proposals seem to me to be quite simple and straightforward, and I've already met and discussed them with the officer at the Greater Lincolnshire Combined Mayoral Authority, who is drafting the first Greater Lincolnshire Rail Strategy. Elected mayors have a role in planning rail services for their area, and I'm hoping that our Lincolnshire mayor will be happy to work with her mayoral colleagues in adjoining counties to take these proposals forward.